My brakes were grinding and the shop quoted me $800. So today I'm doing the whole job myself right here in the garage, start to finish. Okay, basic brake job on a disc brake car. This is a 2016 Buick Regal. Really, disc brakes haven't changed much. The process is very similar for all of them. The hell, that one's tight. Well, I'll go back on the car from there. Next, we're going to remove the caliper. Surprisingly tight. So we'll break out the ratchet and do this loosening by hand. And also use the larger impact gun if we need to. Let's just do that. Yeah, this doesn't fit in here as well. We need a wrench to hold that. Wow. I'm surprised it's bigger than 17. The heck? Oh, it's got a thing. It needs a thin wrench. And okay, it came loose. Let's hope we can get the bottom one. Okay. Caliper. Set it up here so that it stays out of the way, but it doesn't drop and fall and get damaged in some kind of way. Next is the caliper bracket. Just right there. Very hard to get to. Very tight. Got it to move a little. And there goes the caliper bracket and the brake shoes, brake pads. Those are pretty worn. Next, we're going to remove the rotor. It's got this little Torx bolt in it right here. There we go. That's it. This car's in really good shape. I'm surprised the brakes didn't last as long. I had the dealership put them on 40,000 miles, 35,000 miles ago. Put this rotor on. You gotta make sure you line up that little hole so we can put this little bolt back in. Other than that, it doesn't really matter that it only goes on one way. Snug. Okay. Okay, let's prepare the bracket. Taking out the old ones. Very thin. With the new metal clippies. And the new brake pads. Sometimes these clips are different on each side. I tend to do them one at a time, so I'm less likely to make an error and put something on wrong. Really, these are simple. Clips on very simply. Same thing on the other one. We'll put a little lube on the back of these metal brackets, hoping this prevents squeaking and such. A little bit there, a little bit there. Put this thing on. A little bit of lube squeeze out. I'm going to rub it on the top for the shoes, pads. Same deal, a little lube. Squeeze those on, spread the lube over the top a little bit. Okay, those work good. I think I'm going to put the bracket on first and then put the pads into the bracket. When I did the other side, I did the pads first and they just kind of fell out because they weren't real tight. And they're not supposed to be because they wanted to move around. They've got to float in there or they don't work. Okay, bracket going back on. It's really the opposite of what we did. Slides right in there. Bolts line up. I start them by hand. Make sure you don't cross thread anything. If you just ram them on there with the impact, you can cross thread the hell out of these. It's terrible. I just want to make sure that they're really tight. They're really tight. Okay. The back one has this little tab on it. It's a wear tab. It'll start squeaking intentionally when you wear the brakes down that low. Slip the back pad in. Slip the front pad in. Okay, those are seated where they belong. And we're going to squeeze the caliper. I'll show you this. as the brakes wear down, this caliper pushes out and this piston here stays out a little bit. So before we can slip it over these new pads that are thicker and take up more room in here, we got to squeeze that back. And you really can't do it by hand. I don't actually try, but pretty sure that's a difficult thing to push. So I put a bar across there, just any metal bar, just to span it so it works real good. And I use a little clamp. And then as I tighten up the clamp, it squeezes that piston back. See that piston going in? It goes in very nicely. Okay, once it's all the way back, now we can put this caliper on. I'll lower you down again. And it just slides right over the shoes. Okay, now these are another good lubrication point, right? To make sure that we don't get squeaky. This is where they recommend lube. I'll put a little on the backs. Right here, this is where the pad touches. It's in there. And I'm going to wipe it around, whoops, this end of the piston. You can't get lube all over the damn brake pads. If you get it on the surface of the pads that create braking, your car won't stop. But you put it on the back, and these are the areas that contact the back. It helps prevent the squeaking. So now we slide this right over. Whoops, I gotta untwist this hose. You gotta put it on the right way. There we go. Slide it right over these. Okay, it sits right there. Got these little bolts going from behind. I'm gonna move you behind again. Try that again. I gotta get that lined up. There it is. Oh, that other one won't way underneath there. Okay. Okay, pretty tight. We'll put the tire back on, but we're rotating the tires as well. So I'm actually going to put the back tire on the front. So I'm going to go get that now. Put that on the front here. I'll put the front one on the back. That's just good for the tires. They wear different in different positions. back tire rotated to the front. Same thing. Start these threads by hand before you just ram them on. That's it. Brakes are done. Okay guys, it's test drive time. Just finished the brake jobs, front brake pads, rotors. Okay, because we squeeze those calipers back before we slid them over the new shoes, there's a gap in there. So the first time you step on the gas or the brake pedal, it's going to feel a little soft. The pedal's going to go down further than what you're used to, but that should only happen once or twice. So immediately when you fire up the car, push the pedal down, let it up, push it again, it should immediately be stiffer. Now it feels just like it ought to. So we're going to go for a drive. Back it out of the garage, hopefully without hitting nothing. That's close. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more how-to videos. She's quick. Brakes are good. They don't pull to one side or the other, right? That's the other key. If you've got a problem on the right side, where the brakes on the right are working better or sticky versus the left, it'll pull when you step on the brakes. You don't want that. You want the brakes straight, even. More braking in the front than the rear. That's what slows your cars down.